Hello everyone, welcome to Spinta. Today we are going to conduct a deep dive into a model answer for an IELTS academic writing task 1. We're not just going to look at the essay, we will dissect it, line by line, to understand the elements that make it a high-band response. My goal is for you to leave this session with a clear blueprint for success, understanding the structure, the sophisticated language, and the analytical techniques you need to use. Let's begin. The very first thing an examiner notices is the structure. This essay uses a perfect 4-paragraph model, which is the gold standard for Task 1. Let's break it down. Paragraph 1 is the introduction, where you paraphrase the question. Paragraph 2 is the all-important overview, where you summarize the main trends. Paragraphs 3 and 4 are for the details, where you present specific data to support your overview. This structure is powerful because it's crystal clear and logical, allowing the examiner to follow your points effortlessly. Now let's zoom in on the introduction. The chart is titled, Recycling Rates of Common Waste Materials in the EU, 2022. A novice writer might just copy this. But look at our model answer. It says, the horizontal bar chart presents the recycling percentages for 6 different waste categories across European Union member states in 2022. It has masterfully paraphrased using high-quality synonyms, presence, for, shows, recycling percentages, for, recycling rates, and waste categories for waste materials. This immediately signals strong language skills. Next, and arguably the most crucial part of your essay, is the overview. A common mistake is to jump right into the percentages. The model answer avoids this perfectly. It says, overall, traditional materials like paper and glass demonstrate the highest recycling success rates, while newer synthetic materials show significantly lower performance. A clear hierarchy emerges, with recycling effectiveness decreasing as materials become more complex to process. Notice 2 things. First, no specific percentages. The overview is for the big picture only. Second, it identifies the key pattern. Traditional materials perform better, and there's a clear hierarchy. This demonstrates analytical thinking. Now we move to the body paragraphs, where the details live. A high-scoring response always groups data logically. This answer dedicates paragraph 3 to high-performing materials, paper, glass, and metals, and paragraph 4 focuses on the lower-performing materials, plastics, wood, and textiles. This creates a very effective performance-based grouping. Look at the language in paragraph 3. It begins with examining the most successful recycling categories. A wonderful linking phrase. It provides specific figures like paper and cardboard lead at 78%, and uses sophisticated comparative language like closely followed by glass at 74%, and still maintains a respectable 65%. This shows precise numerical reporting with elegant transitions. Paragraph 4 continues this excellence. It starts with another great cohesive phrase. In contrast, the remaining materials demonstrate considerably lower recycling rates. It highlights the dramatic drop to plastics at 42%, then wood at 31%, and finally textiles at just 17%. The phrase, particularly concerning for textiles, shows evaluative language that's appropriate for data commentary. Let's talk more about the vocabulary, or lexical resource. The essay is filled with environmental and comparative terminology. Instead of simple words, we see phrases like recycling success rates, synthetic materials, recycling effectiveness, and considerably lower. This specialized vocabulary shows familiarity with environmental topics and waste management. Finally, let's consider task achievement. The essay does exactly what is required. It summarizes the recycling data, groups materials by performance, and highlights the key differences. Crucially, it does not speculate on environmental policies or technical reasons. For instance, it doesn't say textiles are low because of complex fibers. That would be speculation. In Task 1, you report and compare data, not explain causes. So, to summarize, this is a model answer due to its flawless structure, its insightful performance-based overview, its logical high-low grouping, and its rich, sophisticated use of environmental and comparative vocabulary. This is your target. I encourage you to study this structure and these phrases. Practice them until they become second nature. This is how you will write a high-scoring Task 1 response. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for regular updates and more content on test preparation. And also visit www.spinta.org for more mock tests.